Nissan claims that the LEAF is the best-selling electric vehicle. Why is it so popular? Stay tuned to find out. Let's immediately jump into why this car is so popular. And I don't think it's just price alone. You see, Mitsubishi's i-MiEV is way cheaper than this, and they can't give those away. I think this one is popular for 3 reasons put together: features, efficiency, and price. Let's dig a little deeper. We have to talk about one of my favorite accessories. This is the charging cable. Now, I have not seen this in any other vehicle. This is a charging cable. Now, typically, these are level 1. They will take 12 hours to charge. But this one includes a special head so that here it's a level 1, and bam, now it's a level 2, which means you can charge the entire vehicle in like 4 hours. On the left, we have a level 3 quick charge. On the right, we have a level 1 or 2, which gives you a standard charge. For being a relatively small vehicle, there's actually a lot of room back here. I'm 6'1" and I fit just fine, which is especially surprising considering the stadium-style seating. I'm actually looking over the driver. Now, I'm elevated because underneath me are the lithium-ion batteries that power the LEAF. They had to put them somewhere. A feature that you may not notice, but will certainly appreciate, is actually right here. Most cars open about that wide. This one opens that wide. It makes it much easier to get in and out of the vehicle, and the same thing in the back. Much wider openings, which, I mean, you know, hey, Americans, we ain't small. The Nissan LEAF is simply loaded with some really great features. You have this touchscreen navigation system that isn't the best on the planet, but it does support CarPlay. And on this SL level trim, it even comes with a surround view camera. That's pretty neat at this price point. This one also includes leather trim, nicely lacquered plastics, and two-tone dash that I think actually brings the whole look together rather nicely. Over here we have a dash that combines digital and analog. Of course, the digital tells us all the information about our battery status, and then on the right we have a traditional speedo. If we engage the ProPilot system, which we'll talk about later, that then changes the digital display to give us all the information we need about how the autonomous system is functioning. However, the best features of this LEAF I really can't show you sitting in a parking lot. For those, we need to go out and drive. A new feature on this LEAF is something called e-pedal. Basically, I enable it with the switch down here. It then turns driving into a one-button affair. Nissan claims that 90% of your daily driving can be done with the e-pedal alone. I hit the throttle, I have thrust. I lift off, I have braking. When you're lifting, it's engaging those electric generators to help recharge the batteries more aggressively. It is kind of like turning it into a video game. It's kind of weird, actually. I don't really need to use the brake at all. Although, if you want to, you can always disable that and go right back to traditional two-pedal automatic style driving. In real terms of efficiency, the LEAF here contains a 40 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. That allows this LEAF to have a range of up to 150 miles, which is quite good. Not quite as good as the Tesla Model 3, and definitely not as good as the Chevrolet Bolt, but quite good nonetheless. Really, it's enough range for driving the kids to school for a couple days in a row, running some errands, basically everything that you need to do around town over a couple days, and then some. The gauges are also very easy to read. This is also where you control the Nissan ProPilot system. ProPilot is basically a very rudimentary autopilot system. We'll go ahead and turn it on by hitting this blue circle button there. We'll then set our speed. It then sees the car ahead of us. So now we're detecting the lanes. It's actually driving itself. And we're going to come up to a complete stop here. Does ProPilot Assist go to a complete stop? Let's see. It's warning me to put my hands on the wheel. Is it going to? Complete stop. I didn't have to do anything. It's now warning me, however, that I really need to put my hands on this wheel, or it sounds like it's gonna blow up. Fine, hands are on the wheel. Chill, man, jeez. Let's go ahead and try a 0 to 60. Into a complete stop. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, that's a little kick. 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60.
With a 0 to 60 time of close to 7.5 seconds, the LEAF is no slouch. Sure, it's a bit slower than either the Chevy Bolt or the standard Tesla Model 3, but considering the price delta, the LEAF is doing just fine.
The Nissan LEAF isn't the cheapest car in town, but it is cheap enough to be a second car for multi-car families. And I think that's important. That's kind of who would look at this car. You know, somebody who has a minivan or an SUV for everyday family use, but, you know, for the commute to the office just doesn't need to bring that. Price, as you see it here, with Nissan's advanced safety system, the leather interior, touchscreen display, all the goodies, you're looking at $36,000 and some change. But that's not the end of the story. You see, tax credits can get you back $7,500 on the purchase of the vehicle. That's a lot of money. That means you're looking at this car with all these features at around $29,000 all said and done. That is a deal. And I would guess that price with these features is the reason why the Nissan LEAF is the best-selling electric car in America. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching. For more great videos, be sure to subscribe right here. Also, give us a comment. Give us some feedback. We love to hear what you think.